Capricorn, how you doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. We're going to get into your reading and see what Spirit wants to talk to you about today. This is like my fourth maybe time attempting your reading. Energy's just been kind of weird. So I sat here for a second, tried to tune in, tap in, and get guidance from Spirit. Like, should I just leave Capricorn alone right now? Maybe that's a message too. Somebody's wondering if they should leave you alone or not. Or maybe you're wondering this about something. The guidance I received was structure. Interesting. Capricorn is trying to FaceTime me right now. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of distracting energy I feel coming in. You need some kind of structure, Capricorn, which you're really good at. So I don't know what aspect of life we're talking about here, but structure will help you focus in on what you need to focus on, what you really need to see about something. So with that guidance, I'm going to pull out all of the cards of the spread, and usually I talk and I channel the messages as I'm shuffling and laying out the cards, but I feel like it's important that I just zip it for a second, 111, and get the structure in place before we start reading the energy. Okay, so I suggest that you stick around for this. I don't think it's going to take that long, but it helps put your energy, infuse your energy into the reading as I'm shuffling. But of course, you're a Capricorn, you have your own prerogative. You can skip ahead if you choose. Okay, so let's go, Spirit. We're going to get the theme of the reading, the supporting energy, the challenging energy, and then we're going to look at your current energy, what you don't see coming, why, the opportunity, advice, outcome, and who is affecting you most at this time. And then we'll pull clarifiers and stuff like that. Capricorn, spirit guide. Spirit guide. Interesting. Maybe you're working with one guide at this time. Capricorn energy. Okay, zip it, zip it. Theme of the reading. Thank you. Support. The challenge. Okay, what tarot? No. All right, Capricorn, we got the cards out, so let's talk about it. The overall energy of the reading, the sun. This is good. This is very good. Not only will something be illuminated, but your heart space is going to be feeling a lot lighter than it has. Okay? There's something beautiful happening and unfolding for you in many different ways in your life. Now, if you're like, oh, this reading is going to be sugar-coated, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, I don't know. Probably not. There's some hard cards here, so stick around if you want to play with your Saturn a little more. What? Interesting. Okay. Capricorn, this energy is so strange here. There's this like refusal of your energy to work. Like, you know, I feel like your energy is like combative in some way, and it's no insult to you at all. I mean, I have Saturn 29 degrees on my rising. It's all good. But I feel like there's really like you're trying to just not see something. Okay? And Spirit really wants something to be illuminated for you, something beautiful. The energy outside yourself that is affecting you the most at this time is 10 of Coins, treasure and discovery. Look, there is some big opportunity here for security, abundance, safety, long-term success with someone or something. This is really a good sign of your good karma. Okay, for this to come in, the Sun with the 10 of Coins, there's something unfolding in your life right now that might feel like a little bit of a karmic test, and it is, okay? The way you deal with this situation is going to determine your fate and your outcome. But what Spirit's showing me is that you're already beginning to deal with this, or you're much further along down the path, depending on the timeline, in the right way, in the good way, in the way that is for the good of all, the highest good of all. And it's not easy, okay? This doesn't feel like sunshines and butterflies, but the outcome does. The process might not, or what was the catalyst to get you going down this road was very difficult. Your supportive energy is the Ghost. There is something from the past, either a person that you were connected to, or an aspect of yourself, or a former job, something in the past that maybe haunts you a little bit. It's kind of like a ghost lurking in the shadows, or something you keep going back to. I'm hearing a song. Maybe it's a particular song you're listening to that reminds you of old memories or somebody from the past here. Wow, the gain is up all the way on this. Hold on a second. I just saw that on my mic. It's like something's overbearing here in the energy you could feel. Okay, the Ghost. But Spirit wants you to know that this memory, this feeling of being haunted, is actually a support for you. Okay, it's keeping you on track in some way. It's keeping you connected to something that is moving you towards long-term success. Now, this could be something in the past that you found to be very difficult, or maybe you have fond memories of this. I'm not sure which one it is for you. Either way, it doesn't matter. What Spirit is saying, don't feel annoyed or plagued or unsettled by your constant reminder or constant recollection of something. It's happening there for a reason, for your soul to ascend into this timeline that I'm seeing here that's unfolding that is pretty damn amazing. Now, your challenge is abandonment, resolve, and mask. Here, we're going to get some heavy energies coming in the reading. Okay, this is Saturn. I'm hearing a Temperance. Interesting. Capricorn. There is something here that you are working through, struggling with. It's probably a little bit in the shadow, but it's a sense of abandonment. You're trying to resolve some kind of abandonment wound. And most of us are. Okay, most of us are here. This isn't just Capricorn only or you only. This is a lot of people here on the 3D plane who are working through abandonment wounds. It could be a past love. It could be parents. It could be anybody. But there's some time in your life where you've been abandoned. Emotionally, physically, I don't know. Maybe by this ghost. Maybe somebody ghosted you in a real literal way, or just wasn't there to support you in a loving, kind, tender way that showed you a path. You're trying to mask this abandonment wound. Okay? And that's what's going on with this energy is I keep feeling like I'm pushing up against something. Your energy where it's like you just don't want to go there. You don't want, who does want to talk about their abandonment wound? I know it's hard. But once this comes out into your conscious awareness, or once you are able to sit with the difficult energy and face it and see it for what it is, you are able to move past it, or move through it, I should say, into your destiny, into long-term success. The Sun and the 10 of Coins is no joke, and this doesn't come out often like this for, this is a really good reading when this comes out as the theme and the outside supporting energy, or just the outside energy in general. the reason why you're constantly being reminded of something is because it's trying to get you to unmask these wounds, these feelings that you're having inside, so that you can see it for what it is. Now, I know this, most people have probably left or are yelling in the comments or whatever, and that's cool. Because this reading or addressing these abandonment wounds is not going to be something that everybody can listen to or everybody can do. This takes time. This takes patience with yourself. This takes self-love. This takes being there for yourself. Okay? Spirit wants you to know you have not been abandoned by your higher self, by spirit. And maybe for some of you, by someone you love. Okay, I'm just picking that up, but let's leave that for a second. And spirit doesn't want you to abandon yourself. Okay, because when you put a mask on this wound and say it doesn't exist, or I don't want to talk about it, or I'm not dealing with it, you abandon that hurt part of you that is saying, please help me. I'm suffering here. It sucks. I'm in the dark. No one wants me. Nobody cares what's happening with me. Nobody understands me. Nobody gets me. All those feelings. When you don't address those or you don't bring them out into the light, you mask them, you re-abandon yourself. Okay, and you make that wound even deeper. All right, your current energy, 6 of Wands. It says archetype of the victor. Yeah, you want to be victorious. I get it. You want to be respected, applauded. You want to put on that mask and you want to be respected as that strong person that you actually are. Okay, you are a strong person, 12-12. But there's something here about understanding that vulnerability is a huge strength as well. Honesty, authenticity, being able to look at one's own fears and shadows and traumas and pains is victory, is strength. And so Spirit wants you to know that the mask that you're wearing in order for you to feel victorious right now is only a temporary mask. These feelings of abandonment are not going to resolve themselves. They'll come through again, or there'll be another lesson that happens so that you will have to face them once again. So it's better you just unmask them now and deal with it before, there's some outside circumstance that pushes you down that path, that difficult path of self-realization and integration. You are victorious. You are, Capricorn. But you need to feel and know that through and through. From your soul, from the deepest parts of your wounded soul, which we all have wounds somewhere in our soul that we're trying to heal, which means basically we're trying to ascend. And right now, you're feeling a sense of victory, or you want to, but only from an ego perspective. And Spirit's saying, we can go much deeper than that. Let's do this damn thing. Let's do it. It's hard, but let's do it. Because the reward is what you want. The reward that comes from doing this work is exactly what you're after. So let's go ahead and do this, even though it's going to be scary. What you don't see coming, 4 of Cups, opportunity and change. Now, 4 of Cups is a card of rejection. But Spirit is saying here that rejection, whether that came from a person or you rejected a part of yourself, it was an opportunity for you to change your energy, to change your conscious awareness of yourself, to understand the places within you that are needing to heal. And whatever rejection happened, it was meant to move you down this path of the 10 of coins and the sun. Without this rejection, and I'm hearing self-reflection from the rejection, you would not be able to get this, to achieve this level of enlightenment and success, because you wouldn't know yourself as much as you do now. Why don't you see this rejection as opportunity for change? We have 9 of coins, harmony and chemistry. Well, because you like to be in this energy of being self-sufficient. You like to, feel like all your ducks in a row are in a row. You have all your finances in order. You're independent. You don't need anybody. You're doing well for yourself. That's your kind of MO. That's how you like to be. I'm a Taurus. I'm the same way. I get it. I understand that. No judgment here at all. I know it's kind of coming off rude and harsh, but Spirit wants me to talk to you like this, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to hope that those who are, or trust, not hope, I'm going to trust and have faith that those who are tuning in are those who are ready to receive this message for their highest good. Because you don't like to be uncomfortable, Capricorn. You don't like to feel dependent on anybody. You don't like to have to reevaluate your decisions and your choices. But it's necessary at times. And that rejection made it real clear that change was necessary. And because that rejection didn't come from you actively choosing to switch your path, you don't really see it as an opportunity. You see it as a setback. Okay. Advice. We have the 4 of coins, miser and security. Well, you can keep holding on to this sense of I need to be victorious. I need to show up, as like nothing's bothering me. Everything's okay. I don't need any help. I don't have any wounds. Well, okay, so maybe I was abandoned back there, but I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not affecting me. It's fine. You can stay in that energy. And a lot of people do, because it's too much of a challenge to face it. It's too daunting. It's too scary. Or maybe you need some support from someone before you travel down that road. But Spirit is saying you could sit in that energy, but you won't have much. Maybe you'll have some sense of security, some familiarity in your life. There won't be much change. You'll be sitting in that energy of rejection for some time. And that energy of rejection is going to start to feel comfortable. It's just what you're used to. You're just used to things going bad. And this is life. This is how it is. And Spirit's saying, that's where you want to stop? That's what you're willing to settle for yourself? Why? Don't you want this? 10 of coins? Ascension, long-term commitment, success, happiness, fulfillment, vitality. Don't you want that? Do you not believe that can happen for you? Maybe you need to think about that. Do I really believe that I deserve to be happy? Do I really believe that could happen? And if you don't, then start asking why. And whatever the answer is for you, it goes back to some kind of abandonment wound, because somebody at some point made you feel like you didn't deserve it. And that's just not the case. That's not true. That was somebody else's bullshit, okay, that you were on the receiving end of, and you internalized it as your own truth. But it's not the truth of your path. The truth of your path is the Empress, conception, intuition, abundance, fertility, growing things for yourself, being safe, secure, you producing your own material wealth and not relying on anybody else here. but you doing that from a place of self-assurance and self-respect and gentle, calm, trusting energy in yourself, rather than screw the world, I'm going to do this on my own. Everyone's out to get everybody anyways, and I'm just going to do this on my own, just live for myself. That's shadow. That's shadow Capricorn, shadow Saturn. Spirit is saying there's an opportunity to get into Venus energy with the Empress of abundance, coming from a loving place of I want to share my abundance with everyone. I deserve to be abundant, and so do people around me. Your outcome is the Three of Cups. Realization, it says on this card. Fruition and realization. You come to some realization here that there are people here who want to support you and that you can share your good energy with. And it's these people, I feel, that inspire you to do the hard work of addressing your abandonment wounds. Perhaps for some of you, this is reuniting with somebody that is really important and special to you. For others of you, you realize you have good people in your corner. And you owe it to yourself to find yourself in an energy that resonates with these people, that you can experience love with these people. You owe it to yourself to enjoy that, to experience that, to feel that. And if it's going to take some hard-ass shadow work to get there, you're going to do it. Sorry about that, Capricorn. We're back with Wolfgang, but the reading was pretty much over. I wasn't sure whether to post that or not, or to continue on, I should say. And so when Wolfgang came up here, I watched the reading back. And you know what? I think if you're still here, then you need the message and it's helping you, it's serving you. It does come from a place of love from Spirit and also from me. We do truly love you. Wolfgang loves you too. He's up here for you. You have lots of spirit guides here supporting you, Capricorn. And I know you're a tough-ass, badass motherfucker, and you got this, all right? You totally got this. And the 10 of Coins is in your future with the Sun. Spirit's saying, hey, Andy, give them this reading because it's going to lead them somewhere good if they're able to do the work. Okay, so I'm going to go into an extended for you, and we're going to go a layer deeper. Oh boy. So if you want to come along for that, the link to that is in the description box below. But if you don't come along to that, trust that you received the message that you needed to hear. I'm going to pull a closing oracle card for you. I feel like we just need that. Yeah, let's see. Can we get a closing message here for Capricorn? We have Heart, Home, Compassion. I feel like this is the card. This is the card. There's a couple others that fell over, but I feel like the compassion is the strongest message. We have Moon Maiden with new beginnings and Eyes of the Eagle rising above the fray. You know, you are going to rise above this, as well as some other people who are stuck in their shadow, and you will have that new beginning. But let's see what this card has to say. Compassion, Heart, Home. Number 27. Love in its truest form. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when Heart Home shows up. There is no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When heart home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to the extended. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.